What's going on? Welcome back to No Impulse Control. I am Justin.
I am Jasmine.
And Jasmine,
And
how are
Justin.
you?
I'm
Oh,
good. How are you?
I'm here. I'm there. I'm everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, the
So
brain cells work in overdrive today, folks.
it really is. Have
Yeah.
you heard? And I only
No.
bring this up because I'm not like it's not really my realm, but the eclipse is coming.
I have
Um,
heard. Yeah, it's big in the news.
it is. It is in that news thing. Um, I personally have no understanding. I have no connection. I
What
have
is an eclipse?
it's where the moon goes over the sun.
Yeah, but yeah. Oh my gosh. This
This is
alignment
the
of three celestial objects is known as a syzygy. Syzygy. I'm going to spell it
bless
to you.
you.
You ready? S
Yeah,
Y
because that'll
Z
work.
SYZYGY. Syzygy.
Who decided to spell that?
Probably some guy named like Joseph Syzygy.
Maybe. But yeah, so that's happening.
On the 8th, yeah?
On the 8th,
That
yes.
was
So it should be tomorrow, as of this recording. Um,
as of this posting.
as of this posting. So, with that being said, we are both teachers, and as we both know and have recognized multiple times in our short careers, the full moon really does something to kids. So, is there something that
Really
will
does
happen here?
something to kids.
I
Turns
mean, it
them
does to
into wildebeests, yes.
facts, yeah. I know for me, I know my plan for that day is just to straight up survive, hope for the best, and not have anybody die in my classroom because I don't want to fill out that paperwork. But
um,
what's your plan? Because I know you
well,
got
so
youngers.
I do. I have youngers, yes. I have younglings. So I don't know what my official plan is in all so I have a lesson plan made up for this coming week as of recording, so the week of the 1st,
Mhm.
as of recording, because I have the cereal box, like the peephole Eclipse viewers that we're making with the
Oh
kids.
yeah.
Yeah, so like the kids can, they can take them home the day before the eclipse, actually, so it's gonna have to be
Safely.
Friday. But they're gonna take it home. And because it's a Monday, oh my gosh, the eclipse is a Monday too. Oh my god. So anyway, um they're gonna take them home on either Friday or Monday because it's not till 3 p.m. And then they can view them from where they're there. We're not in the belt where we're recording from and where we live. We're
Yeah,
not in the belt of 100% coverage, but we're like 90 something,
yeah,
which
we're
is
up there.
super cool. You're more than me,
Yeah,
because we're in that cool belt. But I've got a couple people I know going up north to like the Presque Isle area where it's 100% coverage.
I know. What the heck is up with that? I
Like,
moved
yeah,
out of Presque Isle, and then the
right,
solar eclipse is like, hello. I know
right.
it's every 300 and some odd years, but
Well, do you
still.
remember the one that we had? Oh my gosh, what did I do? Sorry, did I just
What?
freeze on your screen?
No, you're fine.
Awesome. I just hit print screen
Nice.
and I just froze my
Just got a
screen.
picture of us.
We were both like, so anyway. But yeah, I know like we did an eclipse thing. It was a partial eclipse in high school because I was at home in Pembroke when one happened
There
because I
was
made an
one.
eclipse viewer
Yeah,
like
there was one.
2015.
Oh yes, I remember that because I stared directly at it. I did not.
Awesome.
I didn't do what I was supposed to.
Oh, it was
um,
2017.
yeah,
2017.
and I if I was it then that the one of the I think it was the moon was like massive or something like
Yeah, it
that.
was huge.
Like it
You're
was
also
like
not supposed to stare at it. But yes, because
when the moon takes up half of the world, how am I supposed to not stare at it?
yeah, well, you and our former president both staring at the sun.
Wow.
That's what he did.
I mean, it's cool. I wouldn't want to go up there, but it's cool to look at.
Health major, everybody.
I know. Hey,
He teaches kids.
do as I say, do not as I do. Okay.
Do as I say, maybe as I do. We'll
I'm
see.
speaking as somebody who's lived through it and just barely, but lived through it. Okay, and
Yeah.
this is speaking from experience. So do as I say, not as I do.
That's what
That
happened
is
to
a
the rest of
joke.
our brain
Everybody, be
cells.
clear. That is a joke.
That's what happened to the rest of our brain cells. You fried them by staring at the sun.
I mean, fair. but we weren't
Um,
really brain cell connected at that point.
in spirit, we were.
Fair. Okay.
So anyway, that's what I'm doing.
Hmm.
I'm doing like
Well,
the viewer, and we're going to talk about like what an eclipse is. We're in an
yeah,
energy unit, like an energy unit,
yeah,
real
the
energy,
vibe.
not
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, the vibes unit in my science class right now. So we're going to talk about how the solar eclipse impacts different types of energy, solar, thermal, and sound.
Hmm.
And we'll see. I think solar and thermal are the same, but
That actually
no,
sounds
thermal is
really cool.
heat,
Yeah,
right?
thermal is
Thank
heat.
you. I found it on Pinterest. Um, but yeah, and then I also have a new kid transitioning that week.
Hmm.
I've got one transitioning out and one
Yeah,
transitioning in
yeah.
that week, and I'm like, awesome. Question: is your school doing a half day for the viewing?
Come
Sorry,
on
that was a
now.
bad
Come
question.
on now.
But like, okay, so a bunch of schools are,
Yeah, yeah.
and they've been emailing us. And they're like, our kids will be doing a half day, and I'm like,
I,
excuse me, does
I,
that mean I'm doing a half day?
I don't. I guess I don't understand why. I joked about it earlier. I understand the solar atmosphere
Mm-hmm.
messes with kids, messes with the brain of a human being. I get that part of it, but like, I don't get it. I live in it.
Right.
But like, I just don't understand why taking the half a day. Like, and it's
I
also a
think
safety
it's
thing. I guess that's true too.
Well, I think it's just they're doing a half day so that they can be home with their families to view it. But I'm like, what parents are getting a half day off of work, you know?
I mean, Darcy's
Like,
Darcy's mom is getting a half day,
well, that's because
so
Darcy's mom worked at a really cool place that, like, gives her a
sometimes,
break. Sometimes.
sometimes, sometimes. But like there is, and I don't know. I think a lot of it is it's supposed to be happening around 3 o'clock, which is a prime time for kids to be on the bus, and if they're
Yeah.
not protected, then they're going to be looking at it, and like I get that part of it. That's logically
Well,
that
I mean,
makes
I
sense.
guess. Sorry.
But at the same time, I just don't fully.
I mean, I want a half day is what I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
Oh, yeah, please. But also,
The voice
I know
crack.
for I know for a fact I'm not getting a half a day. I asked my
Yeah,
principal
that's
because
fair.
I had a parent email me and I had another teacher ask and I was like, I don't even know what today is. Like I'm just trying to survive. Like I know it's
I don't even
Friday and we're
know
just
that.
getting through the day.
I don't even know what this month is.
I am just here to not get fined basically. So
Speaking of which, March went by really fast.
fair. That's a fair statement.
Like, I feel like we were just recording the St. Patrick's Day episode, and now we're
Yeah.
talking about a solar eclipse on March 8th.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's you mean, yeah. April May, April.
That's the one. And that's what I said. Get your
No, you
listening ears
didn't.
out. And yeah, no, it's just I was like looking at the like my calendar the other day, and I went, I just wrote this.
Yeah.
What do you? I just picked out my March colors. Now I got to pick out April colors. So
And
anyway,
yeah, no,
it's
it
wild.
did go by fast. I have a theory to that though, and it's a
We're all
scientifically
plummeting
proven
into
theory.
the way that we're dying. Yes, I agree.
That was dark.
We're
Holy
plummeting
crap!
into the tunnel of mass extinction.
I mean, we are, but like, dang, chill out there, pessimistic Pammy.
The stutter really added to that.
I couldn't. I had no air left. I was trying to push it out, and it wasn't going.
That's what she said.
Stop. Oh
If you're my
man.
coworkers at this moment in time, no, you're not.
Um, I don't even know what I was gonna say.
You called me pessimistic Pammy.
Yeah, the
Because
scientifically proven my
mhm.
scientifically proven fact here.
Actually,
Actually, the idea of like loading the back end of a month tends to make things go by quicker. Like that month go by quicker. So like for me, I had like we had March Madness come up. We had like
you're
my
right.
back
That
end.
took up a lot of
Well,
things.
for you it didn't matter. For me it did. I have money at stake here. Okay,
You put money on this?
we do like a $5 thing at
Did
school.
you
It's the
win?
district wide. I don't know yet. That it's not done. I'm in
Like,
like as of like Friday. I was in like fourth, top three get something.
does it not end on the 31st?
No, actually, it ends in like 2 weeks
That's
because
not March Madness. That's Spring Madness. What do you mean March? Start on March 1st and March 31st. That's March Madness.
no, that's fair. That is a fair state. But how is the NCAA going to get their money? Okay, how do you expect them to
I
survive
would be
with so
so
few funding to survive through this whole spring madness that you want them to do? How do you expect that, Jasmine?
I don't want them to do spring. I want them to keep true to their word and do March. Because in my room we do Disney movie March Madness.
Mm-hmm.
Incredibles 1, by the way. We'll talk about that
No,
later.
that's fair. That's fair. So what I'm hearing is you need to bring that on, and maybe next episode we'll talk about that. You and I will go through it.
Ooh, TSK video?
Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, we need to record it today because it's the last day of March. You can't do March Madness after today.
Well, you can.
Anyway,
It
no, you
just
shouldn't.
makes you maddened, like
No,
you
because now it's
right
April
now.
Madness.
You
Now
are
it's April
maddened.
anger.
You
March Madness, April anger. Continue. So, scientifically
What's the
proven
saying?
fact.
I haven't even gotten through that yet, have I?
What's what
What's the
saying?
saying? What's the saying? April showers brings May flowers. April madness brings April. No.
You got this.
Dang it!
March Madness brings
It was
April
March.
anger.
Yeah, there you go. That one. Which is true. I mean, there's a lot of people that lose a lot of money off of March Madness.
You could just not bet on it.
Yeah, but then how is the NCAA going to get their money?
Oh yeah, you're so right. The NCAA is losing funds as we speak.
Well, I mean, don't you know they don't want kids to have likeness, like financially, like getting their money, and
What?
that's a whole the NIL deals,
Oh
name
no no no
something
no no no.
likeness.
You and I, different wavelengths here.
Let me ready. If you were in a college and you were playing a sport for that
Okay.
college would be getting money, could be getting money by using you as a player.
Right.
Like, so, this team is doing really well, they're getting money off of you, right?
Okay, yeah. I'm seeing I'm picking
As
up what you're putting
of
down.
as of a couple of years ago, I think it was like last year actually, students couldn't like make their own deals because that was considered against the rules
Okay.
because they I don't know. They're like NCAA would lose money. I'm not really sure how it would work there, but basically, like
Okay.
kids were not allowed to like do commercials or like try to pursue YouTube or anything like that because they would be getting money not coming from tuition, not even tuition, but like grants and like that
Scholarships and
scholarships and loans and that kind of stuff.
okay.
So as of recently, they are allowed now to get that money. They're allowed to do the
Okay.
commercials and that kind of stuff. But
Okay.
still there's a lot of debate in the idea of student athletes should not be making money off their own likeness.
Which is stupid.
To me that's like a but you make money off of your likeness every day when you talk on these sports shows and do commercials and are, doing
Promoting
all these
me.
things. Yeah. So I don't know. I personally think it's dumb that they don't or that they didn't. And like
Well,
Reggie
it
Bush.
just yeah, you lost me. Um I didn't watch any of March Madness. I just need you to be
No,
aware of that.
it's not even March Madness. This was a story to back it up. Like
Oh,
Reggie
okay.
Bush, 2006, I think, was a Heisman football running back. He was like he
Hmm.
won the Heisman Trophy, which is like the
Hmm.
best college athlete that year gets
Okay,
the
I do
Heisman
know
Trophy.
that. I've heard that.
Reggie Bush got it, and then they found out that he was getting money under the table because his family needed it. He was supporting his family in that way, and so on and so forth. So he was getting money under the table, and so they took away his Heisman Trophy. So that year in the record books, there is no Heisman winner because they won't acknowledge that Reggie is the Heisman. They won't give him. They actually took away that year's because they won the national title. They took away that year's national title from the school as well. So like they like
That is such BS.
yeah, it was disgusting, and it still is. Like why now kids can get money and they're not allowing them to like they're not giving it back to them. So it's a whole thing. But yeah,
That's gross.
yeah. NCAA, I am unhappy with you. Just I know,
And
small
yet you're
time
still betting
podcaster.
on them?
I'm not betting on them. I'm using the district.
Cool.
It's a school in-house school district. We do the betting.
Little do you know
Brother.
I don't know what that means.
You don't know what that
Like, I know what that means. You keep saying things with that vocal inflection. I don't know who that is.
Oh, you gotta go look him up. He's
Who
funny.
is it?
Sketch.
Who?
He's a
yeah, okay.
he's a streamer.
This guy?
Ow, that was loud. But yeah, he's like, I don't know what exactly he has, but he has some form of neurodivergency, and he plays it up. Like, that has been confirmed. He plays it up a little more, but
he's got 4 daughters. Sorry.
I don't know that that's the one that you're that I don't think it's the right person.
Right? Sketch?
Yeah.
Elijah Peter Best. He's 25.
Nope, that's not him. Not him. Kylie Cox. That's his real name.
It's like a white dude with blonde hair.
White dude. He's got glasses. No facial hair. Usually wears like a Houston Texans jersey.
Why are there so many people named Sketch?
Great question. I do not have an answer for you.
Who is this person?
Anyways, he is he plays up his like eccentricities. So like he'll do like, what's up, brother? And he does a lot of finger movement, which I think is actually real. Like, I don't think that's fake, but like he does a lot of like extra things that really make him popular and really funny. But yeah, anyways, that's where we're at. I don't remember how we got here. I'll be honest. And now she's so focused, she's not hearing me.
I'm hearing you. Oh, okay. I'm not going to say what I'm going to say. I'm just going to move past that. So yeah, March went by really fast. March Madness, Eclipse, and the NCAA can suck a big fat nut.
Yeah. No, that sounds about right. I mean, I don't see any problems with any of the things that you just said.
Yeah. So I heard. Oh,
go ahead.
No, you do. It's your turn.
I really don't have a question. Go ahead.
What were you gonna say?
I literally don't know. I was just gonna talk because
talk.
We are. You talk. Your turn. You had a question. Go.
Justin was telling me this morning how he sobbed violently to a movie.
Dude, stop. Don't tell on me like that.
and as all of you know, Justin is famously not a crier. And he sobbed violently to a movie. Like,
it wasn't
down.
Violently.
He had to go to the hospital. Like, it was
she
really
not
tragic.
Here. She was not here. She doesn't know.
He FaceTimed me.
I didn't FaceTime her.
I mean, it broke my heart. I almost started like a GoFundMe. And
wow.
It was really heartbreaking, and I'd love to hear that story told on stream. On stream,
huh?
Chat, is this real? I'd love to hear the story. He didn't cry.
Visco girl. I don't know what it is about today, but we are off. We are so wildly off. Oh man. Yeah, so I watched a movie called Dear Evan.
Oh my god, that got me way off guard. All right, you watched Dear Evan Hansen and you bawled like a baby.
I didn't bawl. I watched Dear Evan Hansen, and if you haven't seen it, I won't spoil it for you because you really should go watch it. It's actually a pretty good movie. I haven't.
What can you watch it? How long is this movie?
It's like a 2-hour movie. I've gotten like an hour and 15 minutes in.
That's shorter than a Marvel movie.
I know, but I had things to do today. It is Easter, okay?
Oh, well, some of us went to Dunkin' and didn't buy a ham yesterday, so we're doing nothing.
Yeah, well. But yeah, I watched that Dear Evan Hansen, and it really is a touching movie. You can watch it on Prime for free. Prime Video. You can watch it on, I think Fubo has it.
We don't need to go through all those specifics.
Yeah. But it's a good one. It's a musical, so if you're into
It's
that
also
kind
been
of
out
stuff.
for so many years. You could probably
Two
spoil some of the
years.
stuff.
It's been 2 years.
Well, but like the musical has
The
been out.
musical has been a while, yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's about a guy who has like a lot of anxiety. He's got depression. He's very
Mm-hmm.
like he is. He has a
It's
hard
based
time
on a
even.
book.
He has a hard
Sorry.
time even like talking to people,
Mm-hmm.
and one of his big things was that he broke his arm at work, but there's a death of a classmate, and the death is by suicide. But on his cast, the classmate wrote his name, even though Evan didn't really want him to. So it was a whole thing. It was a back and forth, and then when he passed, there was a letter involved that Evan had to write because his therapist wanted him to write it, and it was a whole thing. But it wasn't like named, like it wasn't sincerely Evan. It was
Mm-hmm.
just me. So the classmate ended up taking it, and then it was found on his body. So the parents of the classmate thought Evan wrote, or that he was writing it to Evan,
Oh,
and so it was a whole big thing. But
yeah.
it got pretty intense for some of the times. And I was fine until a specific song came on, and the dad's emotion
Which
showed
song?
up. I don't remember. Like, to be honest, I don't remember which song it was. But the dad's emotion when he started crying, that's when I was like, dang it! I made it so far.
Words fail.
I have no
Waving
clue.
through a window.
It might have been, no, it wasn't that one. That's like the first one. That's a good song
Disappear.
though. I don't I You're gonna
In the
say all these and
bedroom.
I'm literally
In the
gonna have no
bedroom down
clue.
the hall. Well,
Are
you
you,
watched the movie. How do you not know?
yeah, but I was, what do you mean? I watched it one time in my life. Like,
Mm.
so yeah, I've cried at few movies before, but this one for some reason hit me.
Do you know what movie we both cried to that we never spoke about again?
No, I
In
probably
theater?
blocked it out.
5 Feet Apart.
Ooh, ooh,
We both, Darcy's in the
ooh,
middle of us. We went to go see it. It was like a snowy night, right? We went to see it,
ooh.
and I could hear both of us sniffling. And I remember Darcy looking.
I wasn't crying. I made it through the whole
Mm-hmm,
movie
mm-hmm,
until the
mm-hmm,
final scene.
mm-hmm.
You me like you don't believe me. I did not cry until the final scene of that movie.
That's fine. You can still sniffle
I
without
wasn't
crying.
sniffling. It was Darcy that was sniffling. She was crying. You and her were crying throughout the whole movie.
It was a sad movie. Normal
It was
people
a
cry
sad
through that
movie.
movie.
I have nothing wrong with people crying through movies. As long as they're not like wailing like that, I might have an issue.
Speaking of wailing, you brought this up earlier. Have you heard the video of the girl scream wailing about Taylor Swift?
Only on a different podcast.
Yeah. Okay, so I looked up that video. Obnoxious.
Yeah, it seems a bit much. It seems
It's
a
a
little
lot.
eccentric, some might say.
Um,
If you haven't heard it, she's at a concert. She didn't go in because they didn't get tickets, but she's staying because the concert's loud enough so she can hear the music. But from what I understand, she uh, she heard a song that really meant a lot to
okay,
her,
I found it.
and she had this kind of reaction.
A lot of crazy.
I could just.
Almost this kind of reaction.
Can
Don't
you hear
hold it so
that?
close. Back it up. Back it up. It's very loud.
Can you hear it?
Yeah. Like, great, have that emotional reaction.
In private.
But I just don't understand.
Okay, so Exile. I get
Which
it.
is,
Exile's
I
a
mean,
good song.
no, fair. Super
But
fair.
also,
Exile's a
like,
good one.
cry in your car, homegirl. Like, what are you doing?
What bugs me is that there's no way for the friends, because I'm assuming they were the ones that were recording, there's no way for the friends to know what song was next. Nobody knows the set list, right?
Right. So they were just record. I mean,
so
that's
they were
fine.
recording, and then she had that reaction. So to me, that means that it was super staged, which is not fair on my end, because that's just a pessimistic or whatever the other word is that I'm thinking. Like, it's not fair, but at the same time, like, feels like you're reaching for views.
Right. So a couple people. Sorry. It's a Facebook video that I found it on, which, like, the comments on a Facebook video
Yeah.
get a little whatever. But this guy commented, "Quick, set up this camera," and somebody responded, "Hey, Gramps, it's not 67 anymore. You don't have to set up cameras." I'm like just trying to roast this girl, and that's anyway. Oh no.
You wanna?
Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Hey, friend, we're doing a podcast. You want to join
Sorry.
us?
I thought that one of my friends shared that video because it says like shared by blah blah blah, and I thought it was that video with a reaction. And I was like, no, sweetie. But anyway, it's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like I went to NoahCon this past summer, or fall, not summer, but fall. It was so good. And there were a couple songs that I was crying to, but like in a respectful way, where you just sort of like, and you let
cry
the tears
and you sing the song. Yeah.
Right. You don't scream outside. And also, you're not even in the stadium, girl. You can listen to Exile on DVD. Go home.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I get it, but also like, and as a Taylor Swift fan, some of the fans are insane.
Mm-hmm.
Like, truly insane. It's a lot.
Yeah. I don't specifically think it's real. And that's not, again, it's very cynical of me, but like it really
That's
feels
the word. Yeah, cynical.
It really feels extremely staged.
It felt staged. Well, and her reaction, because her friends are sort of like,
right.
Like no one else is crying. It's not like she was like, "Oh, this is the song that saved me." Exile is the song that saved you?
I mean, to each their own, but like.
But Exile?
I still feel like it's extreme. Yeah.
Like a.
Oh, bye, Jasmine.
I'm just gone now.
Well, we can hear you, so there's that. Is your camera off?
I don't know. It shouldn't be. You can. Anyway,
But yeah, I think it was a little staged and it feels a little extreme. Yeah. Do you?
Oh, you go. This is your time to shine.
Do you have a specific song that might make you react like that, though?
The View Between Villages, Noah Khan is one of them. But the extended version.
Oh yeah, if you don't do the extended, you're not.
Also,
right.
Call Your Mom.
Yep. Are they all going to be Noah Khan?
No. Do you mind if I look at my songs for a second?
Sure.
Oh, I can't look at my songs. I don't have my depression playlist anymore. I got rid of it. Fair. Which, like, healthy, I guess, but.
I'll say this: the View Between Villages extended version, that one slaps so good, and for me, it's because of moving away, and like I can really feel the emotion that he's like talking about. So it definitely hits. A couple months ago, it hit really hard.
Yeah.
And even like a lot of his songs hit really hard. And if you follow me, you know why. But it really was like, he was kind of my, I won't say that reaction, but he was kind of that reaction for me in most songs that he had done. Another one that really hits for me, and it's less because of the song, but more because of the meaning, is To Be a Man. And it's by, what's his name? It's Darius Rucker's son, Drax.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
probably not that
it's
one.
Basically, I think it's Dax actually, DAX. But it's basically like talking about how like,
oh yeah, it's Dax.
Men are just made to work, and that's all that you're supposed to do. And if you show emotion, you're not a man, and da 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 da. But his meaning behind it is like, we are also human. We have emotions. We should be allowed to show the emotions. And it's a really kind of touching. So,
do you know another one for me? And this is one that I don't know if you relate to this one or if it was just not your vibe, but I played it for you. I'd Rather Overdose by Honest Av Z. that one was really popular on TikTok. It still is, but it hits home in a way that I wasn't expecting it to,
Yeah,
just from some family stuff that's happened.
right.
And the people that I have, like, sorry, my dryer's done. Oh my god.
Come get me.
Did it stop? It stopped.
It
Okay.
stopped.
So anyway, no, it's a really good song. I'd suggest giving it a listen. If you've seen him, he's the broke boyfriend on TikTok. He does all those like um broke boyfriend TikToks. He's a really good actor, but he made this song and it's a good vibe, but it also just kind of it hits home for like a darker point in my life where it was
Mhm.
just sort of like one of the lyrics is like I'd rather overdose than lose you, and it's just it hits home. So
Yep.
that one makes me scream with the windows down in the middle of January in a blizzard, kind of
Yeah.
anger.
But here's
Alone and not filming though.
yeah, no, definitely not filming. Here's the thing with those though, like any of these songs that we like are listing,
Hmm.
it's these are songs that make us feel those emotions, and we want to
Hmm.
scream them, we want to have like the windows down, all that stuff. But it's not something that like we're doing for views. It's not
Attention.
something that we're doing for attention. It's literally just like it's to feel that emotion because it's good to feel that emotion sometimes.
Right. It's good to get it out
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah. That feels like a healthier way to me than actually doing that. Because
Hmm.
through I can sing about it, but I'm not going to do it, and I can just
Yeah.
get that rage out.
Yeah.
What's a song that makes you just feel like happy?
Um,
Makes you do a little dancey dance, or like now
there is
it's
one.
springtime, right? So like we're turning the windows down and just like
Yeah.
that song.
I'm trying to think. I don't really have like right now. I'm in my winter mix, so it'll like rotate through. But the one that first came to mind is
Hmm.
"Beer Beer Truck Truck." I don't know why. I just really like the song,
It's a
and
good
it's
song.
really fun to sing. Like
Yeah.
it's not a sad thing. It's not really anything.
Yep.
Like there's no real emotion to it. It's just it's a fun song. It's a good song to sing.
Animals by Nickelback.
Well, that's a good one too.
That shit comes on when
Ooh.
it's or Burn It Down by Nickelback. Any Nickelback
Hmm.
song that's like that,
Hmm.
like that bump and bass. But when the sun is out like it's today, it's like 53 here by my
Yeah, he hit
house.
54 in Auburn.
And I was out in like shorts and Crocs, and I went to like I had my windows down, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, this is amazing. And I put Animals on. I am a whole new woman. I am frat boy Jasmine again. Aren't you so
Um,
excited? She's coming back.
I I like if you haven't heard this one, I highly suggest it. Beckett by Walker Hayes. It's literally like it's a song about a kid whose name is Beckett that
Mhm.
he could be anything he wants. And, it starts out with him saying, my name is like the kid saying, my name is Beckett and I'm 4.
Mhm.
And it just sings about the kid. And it's just kind of a upbeat song. And, it has a nice little whistle tune to it. It's pretty fun. Pretty fun little song.
So I like Walker Hayes because he's the one that does the what's that song?
He does AA as well, which is a really fun one as well.
Yeah, but what's the other one he does that
He does a lot of them.
it's really popular? I know what the song is. It's like it's the oh he does You Broke Up With Me. That's good to know.
Hmm.
Oh my god, what is the song called?
What is it about?
Craig.
Oh, Craig's a good one too.
So and that's probably the only song that I've listened to that I've been like, that's Walker Hayes. It
I
it
think
it
part of why you know that one is because of me. But yeah, go ahead.
I knew that one before I met you, thank you.
Did you? Because
I
I
knew
don't think
I
it
knew
came
that
out
one in
before
high
that.
school. Yeah. I came out in 2017. That's when I graduated.
What
I
month?
knew it before. Oh my god. Good lord. I don't know. When did Craig come out?
Why did you say it like that?
Walker Hayes. Because I'm spelling it phonetically as I'm typing. It says 2017.
Well, that's not helpful.
Yeah. So, but I had it on my Apple playlist before I moved to college. It was on my moving playlist.
Hmm.
I mean, I listened to it a lot more because of you, but I knew about it before you. But anyway, I can't. I don't listen to a lot of Walker Hayes. I'm sure he's. Sorry, my Apple Music or my Spotify just started playing, and the song that popped up is Black Bear, "Make Daddy Proud."
Oof.
That's another one that I just frat boy summer. But anyway, Walker Hayes, he's very theatrical in his singing,
Yeah.
and I can't not hear a country theater production with some of his
No,
songs.
that's fair. That's fair.
And so, like, every song, it just feels like, man, you are telling me a story.
Yeah.
That is not what I came here for.
I think for me, that's something that I like in some songs. Like, I like to
Yeah.
have the story being told or have a meaning behind it.
Mhm.
I get, like, there are, like, Hot Bummer Summer, slaps in the middle of summer, driving around,
Oh,
slaps.
thank you, because I'm going to add that to my playlist. Thank you.
Like, if I'm just going to listen to a song, like, just going to put it on, it's got to have some sort of, like, I need to be able to visualize, which is not something I can do with Hot Bummer Summer.
You can't visualize.
Okay, you
Hot
can,
Summer?
but I don't, because it's not really, like, meant to be that way. So Jasmine, where can we find you on socials?
Where can we find me? We can find me at Asminsta on all socials. That is ASMINSTAH. I'm going to stop spelling it one of these days. You guys are just
Maybe.
going to have to look it up. Asminsta.
Or just look up Jasmine Wilkins.
I don't think I pop up as that anymore. No, because that's my old profile and I don't want to go there.
Don't look up that one.
I mean, you can just, I can't. I don't have access to it anymore, so I can't interact with you. And then you can look up the podcast on Instagram at No Impulse Control and on TikTok at No Impulse Control. Also on YouTube and Spotify. But that's why you're here. Yeah. But I'm running the Instagram, and I'm trying to post more frequently. And once we actually see each other in person, and we can foil. Anyway, TikTok and Instagram at Asminsta, and TikTok and Instagram at No Impulse Control. Justin, where can they find you?
Oh man, you can find me at TSK1239 on most socials, and the Soccer King 1239 on those that you can't find TSK on. You can also find my personal YouTube, TSK1239, which is posting more.
We just had a really long live stream the other night.
We did have a long live stream. It was a very odd live stream, but it was a long one. I once you got off, things got really weird. So
yeah, I was watching for a while, and I was like,
yeah, not a big fan of how it went, but it is what it is. But yeah, so if you want to find us, you can look up those socials. If you wouldn't mind doing me a favor, sharing this out to everybody, like annoy them, be like us and be annoying. It's okay. It's allowed. We want you to.
Actually, we're demanding it of you. If you were true fans, you would.
That's fair. That is a fair point.
Yeah.
But
if you loved us.
Oh, well, we're gonna guilt them now.
Yeah. We know your secret.
Share. Oh. Jeez. All right, share this out to everybody. And with that, understand we know your secrets, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
Peace.